should you flip the house yourself and make more money? That's a great question. Hey, it's Brad from ProbateResource.com. At Probate Resource, we're a real estate solutions company specializing in the world of probate and inheritance properties. We buy houses for cash, or we can help you list the property through our team of real estate agents throughout the country. So today I'm going to talk about whether you've inherited a house. Obviously, this could apply to not inherited houses as well, to any house, but let's say you've inherited a house and it needs a little bit of work. Should you fix it up yourself and resell it and maximize your return on your money? Or should you just sell the house as is to an investor or list it on the market? Maybe you sell it to an owner-occupant that's willing to fix it up themselves to live in it. Great question. Okay, before you go down that path, you need to look inside yourself, right? You need to also maybe talk to your heirs. Maybe you guys are going to do this together. Maybe you're doing this by yourself. I don't know. But you need to have a heart-to-heart, and you need to figure out, A, do I have the patience to do this? B, do I have the resources to do this, both monetarily and just from a resource perspective? And C, do I have the time to do this? Those are the three things that you need to look out for. Let's talk about patience. Okay, do you have the patience, A, to do the work yourself? Okay, do you have the skills to do this yourself? And if you do have the skills to do this yourself, great, that's awesome. You might be a go-getter, a DIYer. I am myself. Like on my personal, it's funny because I flip all these houses, but I subcontract all the work out when I do all these flips. But when it comes to my personal house, I'm a DIYer through and through. I'm swinging the hammer. I'm doing all the things on my house. And I know that's not the highest and best use of my time to do it, but I actually really enjoy it. So if you were to come to my house, you would see all the crazy projects and improvements. Actually, I have a whole separate YouTube channel that's about house projects. So do you have the patience to do it? If you don't have the skills to do it, and maybe this is going to be your first time, I would just give yourself some runway, some time, give yourself leeway in your budget to make mistakes, because mistakes are going to happen, right? So just think about that. From a patient standpoint too, you're going to have to be, if you're subcontracting this workout or contracting this workout, you need to have the patience to deal with contractors. And contractors can be very, very frustrating to work with. So just be prepared for that. Secondly, beside patience, do you have the resources? Number one, monetary resource. Do you have the money to pay for all of this repair work? Now, obviously, if you could do the work yourself, you probably save a little bit of money here. But if you are going to be either doing the work yourself or subcontracting it out, it's not cheap. Just to give you an example, our average just sort of cosmetic rehab, carpet, paint, changing out some fixtures, just sort of sprucing the place up a little bit, not moving any walls, not doing any demolition, nothing like that. We're spending, I would say on average, $35,000 on one of those projects to do that. So do you have $35,000 to do the work to fix it up yourself, or do you and your heirs have $35,000? I don't know. That's for you to answer that question. Okay, from a resource perspective, do you have the contacts? Do you know a contractor or two contractors, or do you know subcontractors? Are you in this business or are you not in this business? You've got to have resources in order to carry out this work. Maybe you need subcontractors for this. You're going to need a tile guy. You're going to need a carpet guy. You're going to need a painter. You're going to need all these things. And also keep in mind, if you go hire a general contractor to do this work, that's probably going to cost you more money because the general contractor is taking a cut of that profit. So just keep that in mind. And that's one reason why we don't typically use general contractors in our business and what we do. We sort of subcontract everything out, and then we just sort of project manage the projects in-house. Now, sometimes we have to pull permits and that sort of thing, in which case if we're pulling a permit, we're going to go through a general contractor because they can pull the permits. But in most cases, if we don't need to pull permits on a job, we're subcontracting everything out. We're eliminating that middleman, and we're acting as the contractor and managing the project. So if you are planning to do that, you need to have some resources. And if you don't have resources and you're just going to hire people that you find off of line or from referrals, just understand you're going to have to, as they say, kiss a lot of frogs, right? You're probably not going to find the right person on the first try, and you should also get multiple quotes on jobs. You should not go with the first quote. You need to look at the quotes side by side. You need to compare them side by side to make sure the scope of work is exactly the same, and make sure you have detailed scope of work. Very broad scopes of work generally lead to ambiguity and can lead to issues, so keep that in mind. Do you have the time to do this work? Do you have the time to manage contractors? Do you have a busy job where you're needing to be at work all the time? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Do you have the time to, maybe this property is not nearby and you're going to have to travel to go to this place. Do you have the time for all this back and forth travel? I don't know. You're going to have to answer that question. Not me. I can't answer that question for you. But do you have the time? So those are the main things you should think about if you're thinking about flipping the property yourself and making more money. Can you make more money doing it that way? Absolutely, you can. But you've got to have a heart-to-heart with yourself and say, should I do this? Because remodeling houses is not for the faint of heart, okay? Sounds fun. They make it look cool on TV, on HGTV, but trust me, it's not easy, because if it was easy, everyone would do it. So just keep that in mind. Now, if you just want to sell the house as is, we'd be happy to take a look at the house, make you an offer on the house. We'd love to buy it from you. Or if you want to go the traditional route, you want to list it with a real estate agent, I've got a fantastic network of real estate agents that I work with throughout the country that can help you list your inherited property. In addition to, we can make you a cash offer and actually just buy it from you. So if you'd like to do that, please go to click on the link below. It'll take you to our website. You can fill out the form there on our website, or you can pick up the phone and call that phone number there on our website, and a member of our team will be with you as soon as possible. I hope this video was helpful to you. We've got a whole bunch of other videos out here on YouTube all around probate and inheritance. They're all out there to hopefully help answer some questions you might have about the probate and inheritance process. So thanks again for checking out this video. Again, I'm Brad with Probate Resource. Hope you have a nice day. Bye-bye.